like you to sit at my table with your pain, your sorrow and your love and your joy. I would love to taste of your presence while sipping open-hearted and untangling our fire, our fire, our fire. Pausing with open hands to unfold the evidence that contained the truth of the silent stillness of fear. May it not spill out, coated in the resistance of doubt, but open to the love, open to the love we carry, we carry. To rekindle your light, dear one, rekindle your light, rekindle your light, dear one, rekindle your light, and tuck away the urgency of scarcity, for we are all here to hold. And how I wish to love like that. Oh, how I wish to love like that. I would love to quantize your rhythm so you'll align against your fears and relinquish your luminous wonder and welcome into you conscious reverence to pull you through the shadows of your past and the phrases and phases that did not serve you. All those phrases and phases that did not serve you. To rekindle your light, dear one, rekindle your light, rekindle your light, dear one, rekindle your light, and tuck away the urgency of scarcity, for we are all here to hold. And how I wish for you to love like that. Oh, how I wish for you to love yourself more than anyone else and let it overflow from your nose to your toes, drowning all your fears and woes, so you can create, so you can create, so you can create your joy now. Create your joy now. And we'll align in the pursuit of purpose, find clarity in truths of those masks we were passed down to wear, truffling intuition, rooted deeply in heart-centered vision, emerging from the shadows of the stories and scripts that we cannot grow with. The stories and scripts we cannot grow with, the stories and scripts we cannot grow with. To rekindle your light, dear one. Rekindle your light. Rekindle your light, dear one. Rekindle your light. And tuck away the urgency of scarcity, for we are all here to hold. Welcome everyone, welcome to my table of music today. My name is Cassandre Mulcahy. I'm a board certified and licensed music therapist, sound healer, neurologic music therapist, trauma-informed music therapist, and all of the other things. And it's my pleasure to bring these songs that I have cultivated along my journey here to you today. I'm going to scoot over to my singing bowls. And in my practice, I serve mostly these days inpatient mental health. I work with oncology participants. I work with folks with Parkinson's disease. And I've seen how the mind tends to gravitate towards fear and discouragement. Most of my songs are more like meditative contemplations than pop hits. And so here's a meditation for you. And it's an invitation to call in whatever you need today, whether it's love or truth or connection. Because when we bring new invitations, new experiences into our lives, it's not always easy. It's not always easy to open ourselves to new experiences or ways of being. And so there's a bit of hesitance and fear to tune into that willingness to engage. So the chorus of this is embrace what I will become. I am calling in light. I call on light to help me ignite. Ignite my mind. Ignite my body. Ignite my soul. May I illuminate whole. Embrace what I will become. Embrace what I will become. And I am calling in love. I call on love to give and share more of. Give of my mind, body and heart. Give of my soul to hold the world and alone. Embrace what I will become. Embrace what I will become. on joy. I call on joy so I can come uncoiled, free in my mind, body and heart, free in my soul to let my fear unfold. This next piece is a little bit of an adaptation of something called a metta meditation. And the metta meditation is a compassion practice. I believe when we tune in and practice compassion, it's a good way to retune and recalibrate the mind and the body to the depth of experience within and without. And it opens up our minds to new possibilities. And when that happens, things change within us on a neurological level, and it rewires us for empathy and compassion and belonging, which is something that I speak a lot about in my music. I've observed as a music therapist during and after the pandemic that it has been a practice of us to reclaim our sense of belonging. These days, we have record numbers of people who are in despair and are packed into the hallways of emergency departments waiting for some help and some relief. The loneliness has really become an endemic from what I've experienced. And because of that, many of us have lost touch with our rhythm. And we have not fallen in love with the sense of belonging because of all of the stuff that we've been through. And I wish to cultivate a remembrance of that. So I wrote this little meditation for us today to remember that importance of belonging both within and without. And in the compassion practice of a metta meditation, you're wishing health to yourself, to others, health to yourself, peace to yourself, and love to yourself, or some series of 3 things. And then you wish that to your best friend or somebody who you really admire. And then you wish that to somebody who you might have a difficult time with. So we're really taking that compassion, cultivating it within ourselves, and bringing it elsewhere. And in music, we recognize that it has the power to alter neuroplasticity much more profoundly because of all of the areas that ignite in our brain when we create music, especially. So if you just practice this little compassion with me, you're welcome to sing along, clap along, or maybe even put your hand on your heart. And we can remember our rhythm, our song, and that sense of connection. In my hands are rhythm, and in my heart is a song. And when I hold them open, I remember I belong. And tune into your hands and your heart and just become aware of them for a moment. In your hands are rhythm, and in your heart is a song. And when you hold them open, you remember you belong. Then we'll draw our awareness to that sense of connection between us. Even though we're tuning into this at different times and in different spaces in the world, we can remember that others are part of this feeling that we are cultivating right now. In our hands are rhythm, and in our hearts our song. And when we hold them open, we remember we belong. And then I'll invite you to envision someone different than you. Maybe it's somebody that you've had a disagreement, so you have a difference of opinion. Maybe it's someone on the street who you had a hard time imagining yourself in their shoes. We can just picture that for a moment. In their hands are rhythm, and in their hearts are a song. And when we hold them open, but if we see them open, we remember. We remember that all of us belong here. All of us belong. And all of you belongs here. And all of me belongs. And in our hands are rhythm, 'cause in our hearts is a song. And when we hold them open, we remember we belong. tune about collective love right there. And sometimes it takes a while to arrive in that space. This next song is about the allowance of taking a while. It's called Glow Slow. Thank you for my patience as I tune between capo changes. This is another verbose meditation, just about tuning in. And some of my music that I don't have here, I sing about grief and the processes of it and how it connects to nature. But I didn't want to get too heavy with today. So here's just a little invitation that we all heal from those spaces of grief. And grief is not just about the loss of a loved one, but it can be about changes within us. It can be about a move. It can be about recognizing a part of us that we're not really in alignment with. Or it could just be about not having our favorite thing for lunch. But that invitation to take our space and our time with healing is important. Glow slow. There's no time to rush this unfold. We are becoming light with open arms. Our hearts perspire wonder, and we have arrived safely here on time. On time. Glow slow, there's no time to rush this unfold. We are becoming light with open arms. Our hearts perspire wonder, and we have arrived safely here on time. On time. And may you have a clear channel to the divine. May they teach you to love in your own way at your own time, guide you to flourish in synchronicity and nourish the secrets you were taught to obey and subscribe. So make way for the narrative, it's time to rewrite. You came from the light, feel your solar ignite. Illuminate the energies that weigh down your soul. Hold on to your heart, let yourself emerge whole and glow slow. There's no time to rush this unfold. We are becoming light with open arms. Our hearts perspire wonder, and we have arrived safely here on time. It's hard to envision when blind Maya's truth, learning to articulate the essence of our view. But there is no good or bad, it is what it is. It's really what you make of it that helps you rise within. Glow slow. There's no time to rush this unfold. We are becoming light with open arms. Our hearts perspire wonder, and we have arrived safely here on time. It's time to just regulate the scars that we have hidden. Open up and let them heal, and then we begin to see how to fill ourselves with new necessity. Spiritually, intellectually, tenderly, lovingly, philosophically, magically, gracefully, openly, arriving here on time, arriving here on time. your heart? What do you need now? How does that feel? What glows you up now? How is your heart? What do you need now? How does that feel? What glows you up now? How is your heart? What do you need now? How does that feel? What glows you up now? How is your heart? What do you need now? How does that feel? What glows you up now? How is your heart? Your needs, your feels. Tune into your glow. Slow. There's no time to rush this unfold. We are becoming light with open arms. Our hearts perspire wonder, and we have arrived safely here on time. Keep glowing, everyone. So when we've shifted into that space of healing, and we're able to find our glow and embrace whatever luminance results afterwards, we then find ourselves with the task of rewriting our story, who we are in the world, and how we'd like to show up. As we retune each time, it's a really beautiful practice in remembering that it's okay to pause and check in and retune ourselves. And we can notice that in our simple physiological functions. We can notice that in our heart rate and our lungs. And I'll just invite you for a moment to check in with your rhythm now. So this is another new song that I haven't shared anywhere except for here, about my process of rewriting myself. It's called Queen of My Own Forest. Fun fact, I have changed many musical identities. I am an electronic musician, and once upon a time I played jazz trombone. So there's like a little line that goes I've hung the wisdom of wind chimes, oh my doubts once flourished. My heart sprouts and climbs along the ways I once knew. I can hear those shadows weaving through deeply woven pathways, but I'll chop down those vines before they can consume me. No, I won't stay tangled in my own design. I won't let them hold me down, for I am the queen of my home forest. I used to listen to those spirits tell me tales that I was small, kept me from my sacred space and blinded to it all. But I have grown a quiet, gentle giant in disguise, born into a mirrored sea, reflected in the eyes of those who reflect their beauty in me. No, I won't hold the shame they gave me. I won't let them ride me down, for I am the queen of my home story. I take heart in the love of watching things grow, admiring the twisted turn, connective unfold, sinking in my roots as they expand past the unknown. by tending to the belief down below. No, I won't stay tangled in their own design. I won't let them hold me down, for I am the queen of my own forest. We grow together, open to feel, with no one lost so all can heal. We grow together, open to feel, with no one lost so all can heal. The story once sketched in our marrow and blood now dances in rhythm, not in silence and mud. We entrain to the pulse that leads us through the pain, and rise from sorrow with more strength than of shame. No, we won't stay tangled in their own design. We can let them hold us down, for we are the heart of our new forest. No, we won't stay tangled in their own design. We can let them hold us down, for we are the heart of our new forest. Thank you everyone so much for tuning in with me today. Again, my name is Cassandre Mulcahy. You can find me online on many platforms at my handle, The Sound of Wishes. I'm located on my website, thesoundofwishes.com. I've got a YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and all of the places. Thank you so much and happy healing.